I have a lot of colleagues who tell me I don't need DI and I don't
Yeah.
need CI because I am self-insured. And
Yep.
when I hear that, I just like, okay, that just means that you want to take the burden onto yourself, which it's fine. Some people like the burden, and some people unfortunately have not thought about their future self yet. But having these solutions in place is again putting the burden on the insurance company as opposed to putting the burden on yourself.
Yeah, and the one thing I like to say about that is if nothing happens to you in the next 15 years, then you might be okay in getting self-funded. Might. Still pretty big asterisks. But the whole reason we get insurance coverage is because we don't know if for sure that I'm only going to get sick past 60, right? Or 65. And that is what we have to figure out, right? If something happens between now and the next, say, 15 to 20 years, then my rest of my life is going to be drastically changed from what I'm envisioning in my mind. Because financial problems, rating your future self, stopping compound growth way earlier than it needs to be, this is going to drastically change the future outcome of your life. So, that is why you need insurance because like you said you take the risk from you and give that risk to somebody else because again you can maybe fight like if nothing happens to me for 15 to 20 years then if I just took that same money and invested in 15 20 years I'll have this much. That's usually what the thought process goes, right? Okay,
Correct.
that's how I'm going to self fund.
I'm going to do it
Yeah, but
myself.
I'm going to do it myself. Okay, great, amazing. But what if you got sick tomorrow? What if you got how many times, and we're not even like practicing physicians, you're obviously on the other side, you see this, but how many times on this side we just hear family members, friends, oh, he was just fine. He was just fine. How many times you hear that? He was just fine. He just went to the gas station and got a heart attack. Oh, he just was cleaning the snow. So winter's coming, so winter references are coming very soon. But he was just shoveling snow, and I don't know what happened, and we had to rush into the emergency. So all of these things just happen. There's no for sure saying that okay, yeah, in 15 years when I hit around 60, yeah, that's probably the when this is going to happen, and that's when I'm going to be self-funding it. But that's not really do you really want to take on all that risk to what, save a couple $1,000s? Like I
Right.
don't want to do that,
Oh,
right?
not neither do
Like
I.
like to what, save a couple $1,000s. I'm going to take all this burden. Like, hey, if I get sick tomorrow, yeah, I'm pretty much done because I according to my plan in my mind, I can't get sick for another 15 years.
Correct.
If you found this clip valuable and you'd like to listen to the whole episode, then please go to Spotify or Apple or Google or wherever you like to listen to your podcasts and search for Your Rich Fulfilling Life Show for the whole episode.